When you need a mortgage, don't stress at all. Just tune right in and give these guys.
Good morning, YouTube. Today is Friday, September 5th. And boys, we heard all year when rates get near 6, we're going to have X amount of millions of buyers back. So I guess all those millions of buyers are done waiting because we're near 6. How are we doing this Friday?
Good morning, fellas.
It's good. Rates are low, baby. If they're waiting, they're wrong.
They are losing. We have had 9 months of nothing but bad news, frankly. Nothing but bad news. No good news when it comes to the rates. We've been getting just crushed this year. Fed just been, we're going to drop. Then they never drop. All the media has been negative. House is too expensive to buy. But we kept hearing, all we need is rates in the low 6s. And we're golden. Well, boys, because of all the data that's come out the last weeks, we are there.
We're right where everybody wanted them. How many years? It's been a few years now that people say, we just need the rates around 6. Rates around 6. I got an FHA under 6 yesterday. I don't know about you guys, but I am able to get under 6. So if you're waiting, you're late.
Yeah, Ant, we just need to see if they'll hold here. We've seen a couple times they drop to the low 6s, but they don't hold. Now, though, economic data, inflation, jobs, Fed, they're all kind of lining up to see maybe they'll hold here, but we just got to wait to see what this jobs report kind of says today.
Yeah, I mean, we're patiently waiting. And if it comes back, in a negative fashion, then we might see these rates stay or even, reduce a little bit more. But, like we've been saying over the past 6 to 12 months, I mean, the rates, are going to reduce based on the economy. But when multiple offers come back, you're going to lose. Unfortunately, you're going to end up losing the seller's assist you could have got, the negotiating power that you have right now. So, now is a great time to buy. I don't want to say, people were completely late to the party, because it's still a great time to buy. But in the same token, don't wait. And then we're in a booming market. And then now you're complaining that you have to pay $20,000 more for the property and the market's terrible. Market's great. Make sure the payment's affordable for you, but don't wait till the last minute to decide, okay, well, that 8% is going to make me want to buy a house. The payment is what you should be looking at.
And here's another thing. Everyone keeps saying, we'll wait for rates to drop, but no one has a target rate in mind. If you're saying that, you need to call us. You need to go through the pre-approval and then search for that optimal payment, just like Anthony always talks about, so we can say, okay, to get that payment, you need this interest rate or you need this purchase price. Just to throw a phrase out there that I'm going to wait till rates drop. So you're just waiting until the media tells you now it's a time to buy, which in that case, everyone's going to hear that. You will flood back to the market. And there is pluses and minuses to every market. Lower interest rates mean more buyers, which drive prices, which make multiple offers. Talk to real estate agents right now. They will tell you the buying market is slower now than it's been since COVID. Plain and simple. Houses are sitting longer. Beautiful thing about the real estate market, it is constantly changing. The market today will not be the market in 6 months, but you need to take advantage and understand where we are, because if you just sit around and wait to listen to the media, usually that's too late at that point.
I think you said something right there that most people, they don't even think about. A target rate. I hear it all the time. Waiting for rates to drop. I think the perfect comeback to that as an agent, we do it as loan officers, but if you are an agent and you hear that, say, to what? What are you waiting it to drop for? What rate do you want? And then the next question would be, when was the last time you tried to get that rate? because, you know, we might be able to get it with paying points or making it work with a 2-1 buy down. There's always a way to hit a target rate. So I think that is a great ask as an agent is, what is the rate that you want if you're waiting for them to drop?
Because in reality, Ant, what they're saying there is I'm waiting for the optimal affordability. So they're saying is I'm waiting for the best payment. So Tom is 1,000,000% right. Let's get down to the nuts and bolts of it. What do you want? What is the payment that you're looking for? Because if you're just throwing that broad statement out there, you're never going to buy a home because you're probably waiting for something that is unrealistic.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly correct. I mean, if you're, you know, the rate's not the only factor that plays into it. Obviously, the price, the taxes, you know, the whole scale, you know, but if you're waiting for a specific payment, you know, or interest rate to achieve a specific payment, you need to contact one of us to show you the strategy of what you need to do to achieve that same goal of what you've been waiting for. There's no reason to wait, you know, for rates to get to a specific level, because the lower they go, we know the higher the prices are. So you're offsetting the savings with additional payment because the price is now higher. So you have to strategize it to where it makes sense, but it works best for you when it comes to monthly affordability.
Yes,
So
that's absolutely true. If you finally get to your optimal interest rate, but the house is now 50, 20, 30,000 more, and the savings you just got from the rate is offset by the higher purchase price, you're going to be like, wait a minute, I waited for this lower interest rate and my monthly payment is still exactly the same. That's the market. That's what we're trying to tell you. We haven't seen a buyer's market like this in a lot of years. And frankly, we don't think it's going to stick around. We think it's going to pick back up again as soon as all of this pent up energy. And it is the media that has been talking about rate cuts, where we have inflation reports every month. We have jobs reports every month. And those items can affect mortgage rates just as much as Fed talk. But just because the media is talking Fed talk, now the public is waiting to hear mid-September what the Fed's going to do. But if you're sharp, if you're smart, you get out there these next couple weekends before that happens, because we really think things are going to change once the public hears all this news. And Anth, if you want to pull up the candlestick chart, we can kind of show you guys what we're talking about. Now, this is mortgage-backed securities that trade on a daily basis. On August 1st, the markets predicted a 25 basis point cut. All right, that is where we saw rates drop on August 1st. Then on August 22nd, Fed Chair Powell pretty much confirmed we're looking at a 25 basis point cut. So since August 1st, rates have maybe been a little bit better, but they haven't been crazy drop. And yesterday, we had the ADP jobs report, but we're still waiting here for today's job report, the actual job report, to come out to see where we sit for that most recent jobs number. But that jobs report today is 100% going to affect interest rates in the short term. So we need to prepare. If you're shopping this weekend, today's news will affect your interest rate.
Yeah. It's always good to check in and learn your new affordability.
And when you're pre-approved, please understand, when you get pre-approved, the interest rate you're shown at that initial estimate is for the interest rate for that day, for the scenario you're being shown. From the time you get pre-approved to the time you get an offer accepted, the entire world could change. That interest rate 100% could be completely different than the interest rate you saw at pre-approval. That's why you should be getting updated estimates. You should be seeing rates update as you shop around for your homes, but please understand that you're not locked into any interest rate until you have an offer accepted. We can see that closing date, that address, all the specifics of the loan to get your interest rate locked in.
Yeah, great tip. We get that question a lot. So
Yep.
that's good put up.
But fellas, we are sitting at a prime spot. If you're looking to buy a home, the fourth quarter of 2025 is going to be the time to do it. Give us a call. Have a great weekend. Let's go Stillers, and football is back.
Let's go
There you go.
Steelers.
Later.
Tom Ryan and